Well, in Scotland, we're all very well aware of the name the Black Watch, and certainly in Perth and Perthshire, the name the Black Watch is synonymous with the area. I'm delighted today that we've got Alfie Ionetta, who's the Chief Executive of the Black Watch Museum Trust, with us on the show. Alfie, welcome to Perthshire Online TV.
Thanks, Gavin.
So, tell us a little bit of the background, for those of us that don't know. Give us a little bit of the background of the Black Watch as a regiment, where they were in history and where you are today in 2012.
Okay, well, the Black Watch is basically Perthshire's regiment, always has been. It was raised in 1739 in Aberfeldy, and since then, no, there's always been affiliation between Perthshire and the Black Watch. It has moved its recruiting area over the years to include Angus and Fife, but it is the local regiment.
And what's the tie-up with the Balhouse Castle then? Is that where you've always been, or is that something new? Or
we've not always been there. I mean, no, at the turn of the century, or the last century, we were in Queen's Barracks in Dunkeld Road. And what happened is in 1962 that was knocked down, and that's actually where the police station is now.
Oh, right.
And what's happened is we moved into Balhouse Castle from a regimental headquarters point of view, and also more importantly for the museum.
Right. And what all happens at the museum then? Is it, you know, I assume you've got memorabilia, what history of the regiment itself? Give us a little overview.
Yes. Well, actually, no, this March is going to be 50 years that we've been at Balhouse Castle, and the castle itself, what we do is we tell the story of the Black Watch through roughly 8,000 artefacts from 1739 right through to the present day. There's various rooms there, and basically what happens now is within these rooms we cover a chronological era within the Black Watch, starting from 1739 to the present day.
With 8,000 artefacts, the rooms must be mighty busy.
They are very busy, and that's one of the limitations that we have at the castle just now, because the rooms themselves are quite small, and it's very difficult for us to give a good tour to a big group of people. So that's something we're looking to change.
And that brings us on to this lovely model that we've got in front of us here, which you've
Yes.
got done, because like every family, you have to expand the family home sometimes. So we've got this great model which actually shows where Balhouse Castle is going to be extended to potentially over the next 12 months. So maybe you can just talk us through some of the changes that are planned as we see.
Yes, of course I will. Okay. Well, I mean, the castle itself, I mean, we're limited, like I said, as regards space. What we're looking to do is extend the castle and almost double the size. The extension will involve a new entrance area, moving out towards a cafe, as well as a kitchen, and then more importantly, above the cafe, the kitchen and the shop, there'll be special space developed to preserve the artefacts and to make sure that they're looked after forever. Currently they're up in the attic, so they're not in the best of places, so it gives us plenty of space to look after them for future generations. I mean, the good thing about the development is that we get an awful lot of visitors just now who come to the castle, and the struggle as regards getting up some of the stairs, because it's particularly the spiral staircase, it's a difficult stairwell to manage. So as part of the development, we're looking to put in a lift shaft as well at the rear of the castle, and that way anybody at all, and particularly for wheelchair access, they'll be able to enjoy the whole museum.
Yeah, because it's quite, I mean, it's a huge extension, really. As you say, you're saying it's twice the size, but it looks a lot bigger than that.
I mean, it does. I mean, as you could see, it doesn't go quite as high as the original building, but what we needed to do is just make sure that all the things that would help us, firstly, protect the collection, secondly, be able to give lectures and education space to schools and lifelong learning, as well as a new shop and a cafe. These are all going to be factors that will help the sustainability of the castle for the next 50 years.
And, you know, I recognise this. I recognise this area here, because this is all the front that I see from when I do my run round the Inch as well.
Yes, yeah. I mean, there's a pathway that leads from the North Inch up into the castle, and we're looking to enhance that in the future. And I mean, as we see now, what we'll have now is a fantastic courtyard effect, whereby you could see the wee doorway on the right. What we're What we're not going to do is use that doorway. The new entrance will come straight in.
Fantastic.
But it creates a lovely courtyard with French windows in the cafe. That way, on the lots of summer days that we get in Perthshire, people could come and sit within the courtyard and enjoy a cup of tea and a scone, hopefully.
Great. And well, and it's a fantastic model, I've got to say. It's a superb model.
It took me a while to build it, actually.
I bet it did, actually. If you feel like nice on that one. So, like, I mean, like every project, you've got to have a budget. That must, I mean, this is going to be a lot of money. What are you talking about?
It's an ambitious project, and particularly with the way the market conditions are just now. I mean, the appeal that we launched in order to deliver this plan has been going for 3 years now. But I'm really pleased to see that we're very close to actually bridging that final funding gap.
What is the target that you've got?
The target's £3.5 million.
Right. Yeah.
Currently, we have just submitted a Heritage Lottery funding bid, which is for £750,000. But there's still a funding gap there, and that's hopefully what I'm looking to do, is raise some more money for the appeal. We've been really lucky with the regimental family, with the Black Watch Association, and more importantly the wider general public. They've all supported the Black Watch, as well as the local charitable trusts where you've got Fertivia and Ganachie. They've been really supportive, but we just need that wee bit more.
You've still got a wee gap, yeah. So if anybody's looking to still make some donations, then they should be going to www.theblackwatch.co.uk. Is that right? www.theblackwatch.co.uk. And you've also got quite an active, they've got a very active Facebook page as well, the Museum of the Black Watch. So, you know, everybody knows where to find you if they've still got a few pennies left after Christmas to donate towards the renovation fund.
Yeah, and I mean, there's lots of ways in which you could do that. I mean, we've got various methods whereby what they can do is sponsor a brick. They could also sponsor an artefact or a case within the museum, right. And there'll be a dedication on a case or on a room if they were to do that. But more importantly, anybody that buys a brick will be going in a special volume that's going to be generated, so everybody could see who's helped build the castle as such.
So, you know, you're looking for support from the community, and the community has given you support, but I know as an organisation you're quite out there in the community and supporting it as well, because you've got the Friends of the Black Watch, and you've got the outreach programme as well, haven't you, which has been, I think, taking you around most of the secondary schools in Perthshire.
Absolutely. I mean, the castle itself is it's a real hub of activity. I mean, we've still got a regimental headquarters there who liaise with the battalion. We've got that contact. We've got the Black Watch Association who look after the welfare and look after basically anybody who's in the Black Watch who may find themselves in difficult times. We've got our educational outreach team, which do a fantastic job. They've visited every secondary school in Perthshire, Angus and Fife, as well as most of the primary schools. And what they do is they go out, and as part of the history curriculum, they try and bring the Black Watch story and our part in history alive. And we work within the curriculum.
Fantastic.
The Friends of the Black Watch was an organisation that was launched just over a year ago.
How many friends have you got?
We've actually got over 200 already,
right.
And worldwide, in umpteen countries worldwide. And what that organisation does, and this is a tie, the Friends tie, what that represents is an opportunity for people who may not have particularly had a connection with the Black Watch Regiment as such, but they may have an interest in history, regimental history, the castle, artefacts, and it's really a vehicle to welcome them into the Black Watch family.
Great. Well, Alfie, listen, thanks for popping into the studio today. You know that you're always welcome over the next 12 months as the renovations start taking hold of the castle. Best of luck with the funding, and I hope that all moves forward from May time. And we've actually put a little montage together of some images of the Black Watch over the years, and we'll finish off with that being pushed through with some nice traditional march music.
That's brilliant. Well, listen, thanks very much for having me here, Gavin.
Thank you.